Gav, starting with you then, a 2-1 defeat in pre-season this afternoon against Hallam. What was your reaction to the game?
The big pluses was the attendance, over 300. It's all about, as Adi will probably tell you a little bit later on, it's all about getting minutes in legs, trying different formations, trying different people. The result is immaterial. It's about individual performances, and obviously people were injured. Kulo coming off, Willow's injury, which apparently is quite bad on his nose, but stitches will sort that one out. You know, Matty Bowman coming off. So the big thing for me was the last, as Adi will probably sort of explain a little bit later on, was the last 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, where we basically had an under-19 side out there. Excellent.
Brilliant attendance, as you mentioned, 317, and again in the Scarborough game it was 700 plus. Just how crucial are all those people coming through the door going to be to any future success?
Oh, it's massive, because everything's driven by what happens on the field, who's supporting the club, you know, and we'll hopefully get those down again when we start the league programme. But it's certainly working, is this free admission, and just getting people down to the club that might not have come before, seeing what we're about, seeing what we can offer, and spreading the word.
Yeah, Adi, a defeat this afternoon, but it's ultimately another 90 minutes in the legs ahead of the Berkeley Town game.
Yeah, for anybody that has listened to me over the last few weeks, I've been saying our first competitive game is the 3rd of August. So, you know, that's the game we're working towards. So we're not risking them. They'll play on that 3rd. Kulo, you know, felt something in his leg, so come off. It's not worth the risk in pre-season. We went, if you remember last year, we went up to Bishop Auckland.
Yeah.
And you know, we had so many players out through injury because of our pre-season programme that we basically had loads of kids playing, and we got beat. It was men v boys. But that ain't going to happen this year. So we're resting players. People will get minutes in the legs. People will get used to the way that we want to play, and that's all that matters at this moment in time. You know, we rested Ben for 75 minutes in, off. Matty Bowman 60 minutes in, off. Doyley off. You know, we just rest. Players get minutes in the legs, but they don't need 90 minutes at this moment in time. They don't. They just need to play, start getting match sharp. The big one for me is look at Jack Moore-Bilham. First game of the season, it was pretty poor.
Way off, yeah.
But today, getting on the ball and driving at people, you know, that's because he's getting fitter, and we're trying to build his fitness throughout pre-season so that he's ready to hit the road properly 3rd of August.
Yeah. Is the expectation then that as a result of finding that right balance in terms of minutes throughout pre-season, we'll see the likes of Josh Barrett, Pete Davidson, James Williamson all back for the 3rd of August, and you'll have a full squad to choose from, provided there's no more injuries?
Yeah, I mean, the only one that, you know, is Willow, really, because he's you know, smack on the head, and he's requiring stitches. You know, we can't manage him through a tweak of his hamstring or, you know, a tweak of his groin. We can't manage him like we can other players. But him, it'll solely be down to when he's available and ready to head a football. You know, and that's, you know, ultimately when he'll be available. So let's hope that the doctors say, you know, Stitch out in 7 days and, you know, get back to playing. So that's what we're looking, you know, we need him back.
Yeah. Another positive, not just from today, but from throughout the whole of pre-season, Matty Bowman. He looks a class player, and a well-taken goal, but his all-round performance was excellent.
Yeah, Matty Bowman, Doyley, Jack Moore, you know, Alex Markham, Bobby when he came on, you know, Ben had a good game.
Yeah.
To be honest, we played some lovely football, you know, but we're trying to give people their minutes. So, you know, Harley's playing centre mid, then he's playing centre forward, and you've got, you know, you're giving people those minutes. It's not about necessarily playing in the right positions. You're getting minutes. Young Billy came on.
Buzzes around.
Yeah, but he came on initially as wide right, and then he goes and plays left back. Yeah. Because it's minutes in his legs. It doesn't matter where he's playing. No. He wants minutes in his legs.
And they're all willing lads and do whatever there's asked. Yeah.
And they need those minutes. So, you know, it's difficult to actually get a flow because 1 minute I'm right winger, and the next minute I'm left back. Don't matter. It's about minutes in legs.
Yeah.
You know, we'll look to next week to stabilising a little bit and having a looking at us rather than minutes in legs.
Yeah. You mentioned after the Harrogate game that you were looking at getting a centre forward in. After Kula went off, we ended up with midfielders playing up front, wingers playing up front. Do you think that's perhaps the missing piece of the jigsaw, and are we looking at getting one in still?
Yeah, I'm still looking at a striker, hopefully talking to one tomorrow. We've got 7 days in for a player and it's up tomorrow, so I'll be giving him a ring. But yeah, we're desperate. We're not desperate. That's a silly statement. We do need an out-and-out target man. Somebody that people like Kulo, George, Curtis, Jack, Eddie can run off and work off. If you look at Owen's kicking, I doubt there is anybody in this football league as a goalkeeper who can kick as well as he can. So if you've got a target man who's going to hold it up because his kick is on you, we can run off that.
Gents, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers.